How's it going, everyone? My name's Sam. We have to take a look at why the cryptocurrency market sold off recently, because Kathy Wood just explained it at the consensus event by CoinDesk. So we have to take a look. It's going to have big implications on, first of all, just what happened, right? And it's going to have big implications on what's going to happen moving forward. There's some stuff between the lines that we have to look at because it's not as simple as just what she says. You can kind of see how she maybe changes her mind through this couple lines that she says here. So I think she started to realize she was saying something she's not allowed to say or can't say. So we're going to cover it. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. There's also a link down there in case you want an interest rate and a bonus on your crypto at BlockFi. Definitely check it out. You can also put money just into stablecoin, which does not fluctuate in price, and it pays you 10% APY. So what is that, 100x what you make at a bank. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Now let's take a look at this video here.
I think what happened was that Elon probably got a few calls from institutions. I noticed that BlackRock is their number 3 shareholder, and Larry Fink is the CEO, is focused on ESG and especially on climate change. So I'm sure BlackRock registered some complaints, and perhaps another. There are some European very large holders, and Europe's extremely sensitive to this, more so than the US in many ways. And so he probably wanted to reassess the situation, saying, wait a minute, what have I gotten into here? Do I not understand the environmental impact?
Does Elon Musk, one of the smartest people in the world, at one of the largest companies in the world, with thousands, tens of thousands of employees that are all focused on the environment, do they not understand the environmental impact of Bitcoin? I think that seems a little bit odd. At the beginning, you said, or Kathy said, I think Elon got a couple calls from large institutions. I think that's the case. We've seen BlackRock, they've wanted to get into cryptocurrency for a while, but it takes a lot longer for some of these institutions to get into crypto. They have to file papers. They have to go through a lot of red tape. They can't just pick up their phone, download BlockFi, and start buying crypto. So a lot of these institutions are trying to protect themselves. And we'll get into why they're trying to protect themselves here in a second. But you can see Tesla stock, 3.5% is owned by BlackRock, right? That's a significant amount. They own a lot. We have these larger institutions that I don't really think they care if Tesla takes transactions in Bitcoin, right? Why would BlackRock care if someone buys $40,000 worth of a Tesla? I don't think that matters. I don't think there's any real environmental impact to that, anything that's even worth it, like anything significant. And maybe it's a stance thing, but it's not like BlackRock is the one that decided to change their stance. So why would it matter, right? No one's going to BlackRock saying, hey, you shouldn't own Tesla now because now they're accepting $100,000 the last week in Bitcoin payments. No one cares. Thing is, they still want good prices to buy in at. We have people from other institutions. They're saying, be prepared for a volatile holiday weekend, right? Just spreading more fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And sure, right? These are down. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano. But why would you tweet that, right? Why would you feel the need to tweet that? Because I don't think that really helps anyone. I think it continues to spread some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And don't get me wrong. I think we could be headed for a heck of a weekend. Upside or downside. I'm ready to buy if we see some downside. But it's not like BlackRock hasn't already been in trouble before. Fined $12 million for conflict of interest case. We've seen other institutions get fined billions of dollars for market manipulation. Thing is, it doesn't really matter. Take a look at their assets under management. $7.3 trillion. Look at the entire cryptocurrency market. It's 1/5 of what BlackRock has in assets under management. Thing is, there's not enough for them to buy. And we've talked about this, right? If you look at the fear, uncertainty, and doubt versus what people are actually saying, right? Like some people are spreading fear. You can see that from a lot of the institutions. But take a look at what individual investors are doing. Look at what some of the largest names in the industry are doing. Cathie Woods, Elon Musk, Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban, Ray Dalio, Carl Icahn, Bill Ackman. They're all buying. They're getting into the business. The reason that BlackRock needs for the prices to go down is, first of all, they need to pick up the actual cryptocurrencies. They need to be able to buy it in bulk, right? They're not going in trying to buy $10 million worth of Bitcoin. They need more crypto on the market. They need it for cheaper. One of the biggest things that's come out this week is the $6 trillion budget. I mean, do you think there's not going to be inflation if we start printing so much money and using so much money, right? That's not all coming from the great U.S. reserves, right? We don't have all that money just sitting there. We're printing money. We're printing money and stimulus. There's a lot of money being printed. 20-something% has been printed in the last year, more than decades that we've been printing. So BlackRock needs to protect themselves. They have $7.3 trillion worth of money. Let's say we have 4% inflation, like a lot of people are worried about. How much money does that evaporate from BlackRock? A huge amount. That's huge. That'd be tens of billions of dollars. $30 billion, just like that, evaporated. They need somewhere to put it. We have inflation running rampant. So these kinds of companies, these types of investing firms are willing to get a little bit dirty to protect themselves. I mean, if they're fined $1 billion, who cares? If they're fined $100 million, who cares? Chances are they won't get caught. If they are caught, it'll just be a slap on the wrist. And they got your money. They got your Bitcoin. They got your crypto. They are the ones controlling. Now, of course, that's not exactly what Cathie said. But can she go after BlackRock? Can she go after some of the large institutions out there? Probably not. They'd probably hit her with some different lawsuits. It would probably be terrible for ARK if she said that. So she seemed to change her tune a little bit. But I think what we can look at are the major investors that are transparent, right? They are the ones that are saying that they're getting into the industry. They want to be at the cutting edge, right? Do we really think Elon Musk didn't know what would happen if they started accepting Bitcoin as payment or they started buying cryptocurrency? No, he's one of the smartest people in the world. He knows more than you, me, everyone watching this video. He knows more than all of us. And the thing is, he has better resources. He has better people behind him than anyone out there. I'm sure he knew what he was doing. Now, maybe he didn't think about how much these different institutions would be pissed off if Bitcoin went up to 65,000. And remember, it's gone up 20x. So some of these institutions have been trying to buy Bitcoin for a while or buy other cryptocurrencies for a while. And they've been missing out big time. So they're causing a little bit of trouble in the market. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice. Just know I am a net buyer of cryptocurrency. I plan on buying more this weekend if we see much more of a drop. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button, checking out the links down below to BlockFi and to Webull. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.